What's up, guys? I see we got one person on here clicking in. How are you doing? It's Shaggy at Shaggy's Consulting and Training. Hey, I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about some stuff we have coming up and things we're doing right now. We have, I hope everybody's having a really good week. It's almost Friday. I always wonder, what did you guys change from last week that you're not doing this week? What did you guys do different? Are you still doing the same thing? Well, I got a couple announcements, on September 17th coming up this week, next Sunday. We have our boot camp workshop webinar. I've been in here working on the verbiage on it. It's pretty cool. And just for you guys that are having struggle and trouble and are having networking problems, you got to ignore my phone too because I'm networking right now with I'm building the lanes between Indianapolis, Chicago, Grand Rapids, and Detroit right now. So it's kind of crazy. And I'm working really hard and people are blowing up my phone actually, literally right now. And it's kind of cool to be dispatching again. So I'm running our trucking company called Dion Trucking. And it's amazing because we went from 4 to 10 owner operators already in 2 weeks. And we'll show you soon for you guys. And we're adding owner operators. And it's crazy because I'm running like Louisville, Grand Rapids, Indianapolis, maybe a little St. Louis, and then Chicago. And I'm staying in these niche lanes. And it's crazy because between our one account, between doing the Amazon and the drop trailers and doing all these lanes, I mean, my lanes have been paying better than some of the other stuff that we see on Amazon. And I got Raycons too to show you on my screen. So I'm actually booking loads. We're not joking here. Oops, wrong one. That's my leads. Got to go to my loads. There's one right here. This one right here is $1,600 on 592 miles. And this one's really cool because if we go pick it up and it has an extra stop, so we're grabbing in the morning, so the guy gets to go back to the house, and then he's going to drive straight through it. Then I'm going to still grab another load because this one will be done by 2. I'm going to find another load between 2 and 5 that's going to send us back up to Grand Rapids or Detroit for Friday. And so I'm still going to make more money on this in 2 days. It's like, it might end up being 300 or 400 miles. You know what I mean? And or it'll be 400 miles back up. So total trip, and these are good loads. Like I'm averaging about 280 to 350 a mile. Some of these are $4. I got some other loads on here that I'm booking, and we're doing 2 in a day. Here's another load. Oh, that's the bill lane. My bad. We got another load. Let's see. We did one with Warner. It was 233 miles. And as you see right there, it was same day delivery for $800. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And we're going to do 2 of them because that one he picked up first thing and went straight on through. So I'm going to load another one that's 2 to 200 miles for $800 and do $1,600 in a day. And whether I do 14 or 16 or whatever, or 2,000, these guys are running less than 2,100 miles. And I'm going to keep them at $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a week. Hopefully, my goal is 5 to 6. And I have more Raycons in here. These are loads that we're booking. See, our trucking company, Dion Trucking, right there. Okay, so it's not fake. And every one of these loads that I've booked have called me. I haven't called them. They all called me. Because if I call them, they're cheap. They call me, they need me. And I'm getting ready to book some more loads. We're not moving anything for free, and we're rolling. And I preached about networking all the time. I don't know if everybody cares anymore. I teach about posting with direction, searching with directions, building relationships, and I can't even keep up with it. I actually feel bad right now because there's so many people calling me that want to network that I can't cover the loads that they have because I don't have enough trucks in this little triangle I have. Shit, I found Terre Haute back in Michigan, $1,100. What was it, 400 miles? Multiples of them. And, so I guess I wanted to come on and show like two or three of the Raycons. I got a couple more. They're coming over. I booked 5 loads. I just started on Wednesday. And, naturally, everything comes involved. Like this authority I'm using now is 3 years old. If your authority's not 3 years or 2 years old, then you're still going to have problems. But we've still had problems with authority that's 3 years old because we haven't done loads with people, so we get rejected. It's the craziest stuff. But we just keep networking, building our spreadsheets, and putting the stuff in the emails, and then connecting and building more. Always asking for volume, even if they call and they don't have that load for me now. I'm taking the time to ask them for more. How often do you have these? It's amazing when you talk with direction and you give a volume and you talk like you know what you're doing. They want to work with you. They don't want to work with dispatchers that are one and done. They don't want to work with you people who sound like they're leaving money on the table. You just stay on the load boards and chase your freight. So for the ones that are flying through that are listening, that are listening, I have a boot camp coming up. We always have the one-on-ones where you can call me any day of the week and I'll help you set up your lanes. And everybody's already thinking, well, this posting with direction stuff don't work where I live. You're wrong. Most brokers that have any common sense, or brokerages have any common sense, they don't want their loads on the load board. They don't even want to put up with it. They think it's stupid to deal with the stupidity that's coming to the other side of the load board. Like when William and them are using our loads, man, there's so much double broker when you get to a person, they don't even want to talk to you. These brokers are so tired. It's like, man, they sound like zombies on the phone from all the idiot stuff that goes on that me and Frank try to tell you all the time not to do. You know what I mean? Why not make 2,300 miles in a day, or dollars in 2 days or a day? Why not stay 300-mile radius from your house? Why not build a product and add trucks to service those products? So I wanted to show you some of the Raycons that we're doing at Dion Trucking. Our guys are going to stay 2,100 miles, maybe a few more, 25 at the most. They'll be home during the week and on the weekend. And it's crazy that there's just so much of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even on all the boards yet. I still got to get into Emerge and all these other guys. And there's a hub group and all these other places where they don't even have freight on the board, just to tell them that I want everything between Indy and Grand Rapids, Indy and Detroit, and Chicago and Detroit to Grand Rapids. That's my area. As soon as I get my drop yard set in Terre Haute, we have a drop yard in Detroit, and we have a drop yard that we're using 30 miles outside of Grand Rapids that we know about, right? And then our locations in the middle with a shop that Eddie uses. Now I'm going to take the trucks, use the brokerage to start selling the trucks now to even get more lanes. When these brokers call me and they tell me stupid stuff, I can tell you I'm going to research and go after their customers. Not the ones that I like that are working with me, because why would I burn a bridge? But the ones that give me too much information about problems their customers are having, why can't I call and tell them I have the drop yards in the trucks? You know, on September 17th, coming up, not this Sunday, but next Sunday, I have a 6-hour webinar. It's probably going to be 8, just so you know. And we're going to break it down into restructuring your trucking company, reevaluating your cost of operations per mile in a 7-day plan of 4 different types of equipment, and how those equipment can damage you or help you save your company. And then the next hour, we're going to talk about how to post, search, use these different places with direction to find these things I'm trying to tell you about where there's freight in volume. And then to find the customers that you want in the area because you're looking at problems they're not getting covered. And then we're going to learn about compliance, why a brokerage is important to a trucking company, and the 4 things that you have to really worry about that instead of all the stuff everybody tries to tell you that you need. And the last part is the 3 ways to get customers and how to talk, the scripts. Am I logistics? Or am I just a trucking company? Am I a trucking company and a brokerage? Why do we say them separately, even though they're done separately? Why aren't we always in logistics? Why aren't we taking advantage of when the drivers tell us about the load sitting on the dock and you got more trucks? I get it for some of the guys that have 1 truck. more compared to the guys that have 2 to 5 to 10 to 25. But I mean, if you're not going after customers and you're not building relationships with your volume, then why are you even trying? When a guy called me the other day, I like him a lot. I won't say his name. And he's like, man, I need all those brokers you talked about on e-carriage check. You rattled them out so fast. But I said, but you're going to need more than that because not all those brokers will always have freight where you need it. Are you going to freight chase or are you going to stick to a certain area? I'm so far behind and so broke, I got to just freight chase. Well, how do you think you're going to get ahead? Every time you're freight chasing, you lose that one load a week, you're in trouble. I forgot, man, my phone is like emails going crazy with loads. You know, I've been doing this for like 15 years. We kind of try to keep preaching and telling you. Now I'm running the trucking company and the brokerage. I mean, our trucks are right here. I got the list of them. We are growing very fast. Show you. I'll show you my screen. So I keep them. I have them all right here. All of the ones we have coming in. Gotta call them back. I'm trying to move more trucks. Pre-plan. I'm gonna pre-plan these motherfuckers out like a week at a time. Let's watch. I'm gonna stack them up. Like one of these videos, I'm gonna come on and show you. I have 30 Raycons sitting on my desk with these other ones back here, and all I'm doing is picking and choosing which driver's gonna take the next one because they all run the same area. It doesn't matter. We can even have drivers shift because we got Eddie that can go on drop trailers because we're staying in the same area or have one preloaded for the next guy to take. I mean, what is your plan? Why do you leave so much money on the table? Why do you scroll through when I make these killer videos and not watch it more than 3 seconds because you know it all already, but you're still starving? You don't think the work's real? You don't want to do the work? I got a trucker buddy because things are down. Hell, I run a martial arts school at night. I'm in here doing trucking. I'm in here at 7 o'clock this morning. And then I'm going to cook at my buddy's restaurant on Fridays and Saturdays, kind of for fun, but just to bring extra income because I'm going to multiply and diversify. Everything's crazy. And I think a lot of times you come and put this information out here for you guys to learn about posting with direction. Like those Raycons I showed you a few minutes ago at $4 a mile, $3.95. You're like, well, that's only on 200 miles, but I'm going to do 2 of them in a day. I'm only running 2,000 miles. Our trucks aren't burning like fuel like crazy. We're close to home to do the repairs because I'm concentrating on Chicago, Grand Rapids, Detroit, Indianapolis. That's my hubs. I don't need to go anywhere else. I'm getting extra territory. But we constantly think the money's out there because we always worry about people doing what we're going to do next and how much do we have to make right now. I have my shippers right here that we're going after and my prospects all on one sheet. Oops, sorry. Let me show you guys. I forgot to pull the screen up. I have my shippers right here as I'm doing this networking. Prospects, the shippers, the ones I'm calling. I got my driver's info of the dispatching, so I have all their truck trailers, the Amazon number if I'm flipping over that way, RMIS, whatever. And then I have where my trucks are getting empty. Right here on my boards. I'm keeping track of everything as they come out and they're running. I got emails set up where I'm putting these Raycons in and I'm keeping track of them and going after leads. I'll show you my posting board. If you guys don't think, I'm getting ready to book that load here in a minute, but hold on. Hopefully it's not gone because I wanted to come on and talk to you guys. I'll be mad if it is. But let me go back over here and look. Look at my trucks. I got 2 pages. Grand Rapids, Detroit to Grand Rapids. All these are out, except for the one for tomorrow, Louisville back to Detroit. And I'm looking for my backhaul to go with that other 1,600. But everything else, it's posted. Everything's always got a destination. I always have a direction I want to go. I never go anywhere. Ever. Not one time. All these people are calling me. I'm not calling them. The 1600 on 592 miles, the 800 on 200, the 800 on 250, 222, 232 is over there. So why do we make this business so hard? Why don't you take the time? Because you're driving a truck. Well, take time off and build it up so they call you while you're driving the truck. I was telling Frank last night, I was like, man, I feel like a dinosaur, man, because no one really cares anymore. They don't need training anymore. Maybe I'm just going to shut the videos off, stop doing these videos when I can. He's like, no, Frank says. No, they need us. They need us because these people need educated because a lot of the education's not out there and the big guys out there don't care about you. I'm like, but I'm struggling to do all this, man. I'm trying to stay ahead. He's like, no, we got to keep to the plan. You know what I mean? Like, keep helping. And I'm like, hey, the fight when people don't care and their lights are out. I mean, what do you really want to do with your business? Why are you still stuck in company trucks? Well, there's so many owner operators losing their carriers, losing their authorities that need to lease on to people. But you can't lease people on without a consistent product. We need more owner operators in the next 3 months. I want to take here as soon as we do our insurance renewal. I just told Eddie I want 35 trucks in the next 4 months. So whatever, when we go fleet status in 3 months, I want to be able to grow like crazy. I'm like instantly. So we're working on the trailers right now. We get more of them, and we're working on just all the different avenues, making sure we're ready to excel. And I'm going to use Indianapolis. I'm going to have a drop yard over here in Terre Haute. I'm going to have one in the Grand Rapids where we already have it, and I'm going to have one in Detroit. And maybe I'll start working with somebody in Chicago and put one over there, so I have a place to jump back and forth. You know what I mean? I'm not greedy. Hell, I'll mix this shit up between Amazon and I'll turn it up and do it through the regular relationships I have. I don't care as long as I'm doing, you know, that 14, 12, $1,600 a day every day, or vice versa. We're only running 2,000 miles. Why don't you guys take the time to build something? Why are you so scared to pre-plan ahead? When you're in the same places all the time and you work with the same people, when those problems happen, they understand. When you're one way, they think you're a scam. You do it to yourself. These brokers are calling me, and I'm like, hello. And they're like, hey, you have that truck available for today? I'm like, no, man, I just got it covered. Or, yes, I do. But I'm looking for volume. Did you see it in the post? You did see it right there in the post. Like right there, you see right where it says Detroit to Chicago. It says right here in the post. We have volume in this lane. We have 10 trucks, fleet, and growing. Email me. That's all I got to put right there in the comments. And I posted out 2 months. Refresh 4 or 5 times a day. They just keep calling. Emails keep coming. I don't have to take everything. I only get to go after the stuff I want. And if I see something I like on there and I see that they work with trucking and brokerages, why don't I make the second call? Somebody say you can't call the customer. Is there like something that's slaved in stone that says you will go to freaking hell if you call a customer? I'm just asking you guys. I come on all the time and ask for comments, questions, how I'm doing this. I mean, I'm sitting here showing you right now. There's this guy on TikTok that I see Melissa show me where this guy's talking. What is it? This guy's telling people. Where was that at? What was that? It's right here. This is an interesting one. I don't usually pay attention to this shit. Yeah, his name is G Face or some shit like that. He says he's being paid $20,000 on California to Virginia. 50 page driver, 55 cents, makes 3,500. You can do. He's charging ungodly amounts of money. He's getting like 11,000 views of bullshit. 2,000 and he will 2,000 to help you open the company, but he requires $20,000 to start. Okay, $8,000, and I don't know. Like, I don't get it. I mean, you put real information out. You talk about posting with directions, searching, going after customers, why a brokerage is good for this and that, and it's like you just rip the pages off books. I don't understand. I guess people like what they get into. I don't know. What's up, Cody? Look at Cody's family. They've been working with customers forever in Tennessee, and they're diverse with multiple pieces of equipment. Why is this so hard to network? I want to know. What's up, Charles? My broker board. I got so many load boards. It's funny. I go to brokerage, back over to this one. I'm looking on Merge. I got Amazon, got DAT, e-carrier check, my spreadsheets. I got over here, I got list of customers I'm going to go after. I put them into a section because I know Christmas trees are coming up, so I'll show you that. Now we got some comments coming in. How's it going? Kyle says people want easy. They don't want to make money. I get it, man. I mean, I'm tired of preaching and teaching. I'm going to go run the trucking company and just do it for myself because, I mean, you can't sit here and wait for people to want to pay for your training. And if your training is not good enough for people to pay for it, then I don't need to put it out there. I don't care. I'm actually not driving anymore. I'm starting up as a broker agent. That's freaking awesome, man. Don't be discouraged. Make sure you keep all notes. I actually got a spreadsheet over here that Isaiah's just made me. I'm going to be calling today. I'll show you right here. Pull up my slides. It always sucks when you try to move screens on here. I've been looking at all the nurseries that are popping up. So Isaiah's building my spreadsheet. I'm going to start at the top and knock that list out. What's up, Jason? So, you come on here every week, every morning to drink coffee with you guys and lighten you up a little bit. Where's your spreadsheets? Where's your notebooks and the semi trucks with you when you see shippers and manufacturers that you're going by? I appreciate that, Edwin. Give me a call. Um, where's your networking? Where's your stuff? I mean, the money's out there. Literally every load I book, I get Eddie on here that I've booked has called me. I haven't made no outbound calls at all one time because I don't like calling outbound. They're assholes. Those what's your incident? What's up, Eddie? There's Eddie right there. Ask Eddie. Every load that I've booked has been really good, except for the one mess up. Except for the mess up where I haven't did routing. I was doing my routing, and our guy was in Grand Rapids, and I put Portage on there, but it's Portage, Indiana, and I knew that because I was building the Chicago back to Michigan. I'm learning by osmosis for now. I get it. So, how many of you guys have your shipper sheets, your spreadsheets? How many guys are keeping track of everything you're doing? Yep. Every load so far, $3 plus average. I ain't lying. They're calling me. I'm making this shit up. I just showed you his Raycons a few minutes ago. Matter of fact, they called me just now for more. But now I know to do Portage for the 232 miles for $800 all day long, 2 to 3 a week, straight through. Don't miss your appointment though. Anytime, Edwin. Just give me a holler. So, where's your spreadsheets? What are you doing for networking? How many customers are you calling? Why is a brokerage important to a trucking company? Whether you're one, two, or three trucks. How many carriers do you have lined up to help you if you got a customer? What kind of triangle are you running, or are you everywhere? How can you sell everywhere to a person without understanding your product? especially if you're overpriced. If you live in the Midwest, like Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, stuff like that, give us a call. That's what we're looking for. If you want $10,000 a week, you better not give us a call. You want to be home during the week and on the weekends, and you're flexible and you want to make, 5 to 7 on 2,000 miles, going to the same places all the time, give me and Eddie a call. You don't want to, we got guys that are calling us now. They're so strapped into their authority, they don't know what to do. Sometimes you got to give up that authority. Sometimes you need to go back and work with people that will rebuild you. We got guys that want to self-dispatch because they've been doing it before. I don't mind. I charge you the same. Or I can help you do it. We still have a compliance company. We have the brokerage. We can help with equipment finance and the insurance. All in-house. Why do you guys keep beating a system that's not that hard? And I see Kyle Meyer networking everywhere. Hey, Edwin, I'd probably use the one that's on the screen floating across it. It's kind of like the first thing it sells is to look outside the box and see your sign. Like, look, right there. I only have one number, Edwin. You should know better. Hell, you worked for Westland John Gott Trucking. I started that guy in 2009. Remember, Edwin? Right there in Harvard, Illinois. Same phone number I have now is the same phone number I had in 2009, and it's still public for everybody. How many people? How many people have a mentor or trainer that are dumb enough to put their cell phone all over the internet just so I'm available for you, even if you call 7 days a week? You guys know of anybody like that? Like you don't even want to put your phone out there. You're like barely want to you barely want to get tracking. Edwin says, I remember that. It's been a long time. Like you work for us. I don't care if you tell me you don't want macro point tracking. That's fine. Don't click it. I'll give the broker access to the e-log. He'll track you anyways. It won't hurt your feelings when you know you're still getting tracked. I'm not going to tell you. Don't want you to get butt hurt because you're a sissy. If you're doing your job, what does it matter? So, how many sales calls do you make? A lot of you guys, true. If you're a trucking company and you don't have a brokerage, man, if you were the smartest guy out there and you had more than 2 to 3, 4, 5 trucks, partner with a brokerage. You can't own one anyways. They have to be separated. And you make a deal with them to become asset based. So that way, when you do go to broker customers and they ask how many trucks you have, or tell them you have a logistics side too, and you use your trucks for as much as you can as you're growing, but you got this partner over here to leverage it. It's not fucking brain surgery. Broker needs trucks, trucks needs brokerage so they can grow because you can only do as much as you have without being a broker. But instead, we want to go watch people on TikTok and YouTube. I just opened my TikTok back up, and last night I couldn't sleep, so I'm scrolling through there with all the colored faces, weird people, things going on. Holy shit! Like, no wonder nobody's at fucking work. It's okay because it leaves me more money to make because I'm going to work. But holy cow! Like, there's more trucking stuff. Like, like if I was the safety department at some of these companies, how many truck drivers? Do their companies know that they're like driving down the road with their phone on, chatting to people, scrolling up screens and shit all day long? So they're in that wreck. You're a professional CDL driver that you're $1 million lawsuit and everybody gets sued. And people are risking themselves being on TikTok, paying attention to their camera on the dash, scrolling around. Fuck, just because it's hand free, numbnuts, doesn't mean it's safe. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. It's really weird too, because I could go do a video on TikTok and I'll get like 800 views. I can do a video on Facebook and share it to 40 groups with great freaking information. And me and Frank will get like 200 or 300. Used to back in the day, I would get thousands. My location is right here on this phone, and I'm right here in Terre Haute, Indiana. It's always weird. Everybody always wants a job and stuff like that, and I go live all the time, and it's amazing. They always ask, and it's like Google is your friend. Websites, social media, Facebook pages, addresses, it's all over the place. People like somebody the other day called me and said they forgot my number. So I was like, "Hey Siri, what is Shaggy Consulting and Training number?" It always gives it to you like 2 or 3 different places. But then, even with that availability, we still let ourselves hurt. We don't want to build a network. We don't want to commit to something we can't do because we're worried, because we're freight chasing, and we don't want TQL to screw us over. I ain't fucking hauled a TQL or CH Robinson load with Eddie Dion trucking yet. And I'm probably not going to. It's my personal opinion. See, like here they are. Dang. Everybody's like, they pay good. Great for you. I just know they're one and done, and I just don't want to be one and done. I'm looking for guys that have the same loads every day. I'll still take a one and done, but it has to go in my area. So like from Indy to Louisville, you know what I mean? Or Detroit to Louisville, or Grand Rapids to Louisville, or Cincinnati, or vice versa, right? Guys, I've been on here like 30 minutes. I love you to death, but I really have work to do. I just wanted to come on and tell you what we're doing. I've tried to keep turning my volume off. My phone is going crazy. So I mean, all inbound, no outbound. Everybody's calling me for his trucks. I just don't have enough trucks to keep up with it yet. So I'm kind of burning bridges now because the people remember who you are. It's when they call. They're like, when are you going to get those 10 trucks? It's like, they're coming. Well, they are. But, you know what I mean? So anyways, if you guys like the video, please like it, share it. If you need help with your trucking business, one-on-ones, we have them. Just schedule them on my website, shaggyconsulting.com. It's right there on the bottom. And let me help you learn how to help your business better. Dispatching services could be doing this too. And don't forget about our webinar next Sunday, September 17th. It's going to be 6 hours from 2 o'clock till like 8, 9 at night. It's really good. The 6 topics. They're really good. They're to the point. I have a workbook manual, and we're going to lay it out. It's like $300 for a day of great information. Just ask anybody that did it last month. Sign up on my website, schedule an appointment. Let us help you. If you're an owner-operator that's in the Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan area, and you're looking to be home through the week and home on weekends, give me a call. We can run you 7 days a week with what we have between the 2 mixes of freight. See, because 7 times 3 is 2,100. Give or take a little. Maybe 25. 1,000 plus a day to 1,200 a day, give or take. That's a great way to run a recap. Or you do the restart and just do one on the weekend. Whatever works. It's amazing. It's nice when you have that diversity and you have people in the right area. Peace out. Be good. And I don't know if I'll be back on this week. Maybe I'll be back on next week. Until people really want to live the information and want to like and get involved, I'll let you guys stay out there in your pit. Listening to all the people tell you how easy it is. These guys on YouTube and TikTok. Seems like that's what everybody wants to follow. No one wants to do the work. No one wants to diversify. No one wants to get out of their equipment debt and add owner operators or eliminate their company drivers because they don't like them anyways. You like having that company where you and your brother run around starving because you think you know what you're doing, but you really don't because you're always behind. You like doing those quick pays every day chasing freight. You like it when you have that dispatching service working for you where they always call you when you're getting empty because they can't call you ahead. I get it. I'm not arguing. I'm not mad at any of it. You like calling brokers crooks on Facebook. Then you go to a group where they're now a broker and you think you did something special. Follow that group. Let's go strike. We're going to shut down the industry. So, guys, keep up the good work. Keep the faith. Be proactive in your plan and make sure you have a notebook in your truck. You guys have spreadsheets. Make sure you're writing down all the shippers and receivers. Make sure you follow eCarrier Check over there. Or make sure you follow Frank on Tuesday nights. And hopefully sometime next week, I'll see you guys live again. Like I said, if you guys need me, my phone number is right there. I love helping people. I mean, I got a spreadsheet over here I was looking at that has all the thousands of people I've worked with and stuff, and it's crazy because I know stories about each one of them, just about. It's nuts. I can show you the spreadsheets. And it sucks that we're in such a gloomy world right now where everybody's like trying to keep the lights on, hoping their truck don't break down. Build a plan, stick to it, and then keep changing it. Don't change the niche. Get people to call you. Get customers and brokers to call you. It's not that hard. Peace.